And the winner of the European Golden Boy Award goes to... Darame! Darame! Yeah! I've got the world's best under-21 footballer. Well, the best one in Europe at least. Hello everyone, welcome to the FM20 Leeds save. Oh, Mohamed Darame, let's talk. 25 appearances, 16 goals, 10 in the Premier League, 6 in the Europa League, 2 assists. Recently though, not been brilliant. 1 goal in his last 5. Before that though, he was absolutely on fire. So I'm hoping he will be back to his best today. And we're going to need him because as you can tell, things have not been brilliant since the last time that we met. We followed up that brilliant 3-0 win against Atletico Madrid with a 5-3 defeat against Leicester, who are bottom of the table. 5-3! It's just away from home. Oh, God. We then went and actually topped our Europa League group, so we beat PSV in the last one. Obviously, Atletico Madrid qualified with us. Pretty comfortable in the end for both of the clubs. And then we followed that up with a 2-1 win against Liverpool at home. Only then to come back, beat Bournemouth 3-1, then lose to Barnsley in the FA Cup. It's just been so inconsistent. Since then, we've dropped points against City, Newcastle and Southampton. In between that, as a 3-0 win against West Ham, which has left us 10th in the Premier League. And to be fair, that's around about where we are at the moment. That's the level that we're at going into the halfway point of the season. This game against Spurs will be our 19th game and officially the halfway mark. They're currently up in 6th, and then after that, we've got a game against Burnley, who are going to be 14th. Originally, I was going to play Southampton. There was a bit of a break between the Southampton and the Spurs game, so I thought it'd be nicer to do both of those ones today because they're quite close. I talk about how great Darame's been. This is apparently the best player in the league, and he plays for Manchester City, and you can see why. He's 18 years old, Brazilian, Admilson Leocadio. He's one of the best new gens I've ever seen. He's honestly incredible. There's also a lot going on in terms of the transfer market, but I'll talk to you about that in a minute. I'm sure you've noticed that there's a bid sign alongside Jordan Lukaku. £25 million from Southampton that's come in, and I am tempted to accept it, but for one reason, and one reason alone. And that reason is Kaglar Soyuncu. I'm fed up of conceding stupid goals. I'm fed up of being pretty poor at the back. Nicolas Opoku is also gaining a lot of interest from China, and I did accept a £31 million bid for him earlier on in the window. Having said that, he rejected the contract offer, which kind of threw my Soyuncu problems up in the air. I was going to sign him, and he still agreed a contract with me, but I'm delaying it now until the sale of Jordan Lukaku or Opoku goes through, and I can buy him in for £24.5 million, which I think is an absolute steal. Not getting the game time he deserves at Manchester City. We need him here, desperately. So our team to line up against Tottenham is as follows. Grave maintains his place in goal. He's been pretty decent, to be fair. Made a lot of better saves than Odero has when he was here. Or when he was number 1, rather. Lukaku's still here, and on the left, you can tell he's had a brilliant season so far. 6 goals, 5 assists. It's going to be hard to replace him, but I have got someone in mind who I will show you later on, depending on what happens with that transfer. Ben Godfrey and Opoku make up the 2 in the middle. Then you got Ryan Nyambe on the left. In the middle is Calvin Phillips and Jamie Shackleton. Shackleton's played pretty well recently, and they've got a nice partnership developing in the middle, so I thought I'd go with those two. Then Mohamed Darame out on the left to make place for Joshua Zirkzee up front, who's in exceptionally good form at the moment. Quissance is in at the advanced playmaker role in the number 10 position, which is where he normally is, and Patrick Roberts, who's had a very good season, is out on the right-hand side. Sorry about that, I just had to deal with a flying insect running around everywhere. I could really do with a win here, and I've told the boys that we're going to get some revenge on Spurs. We've not been brilliant this year by any capacity, but we're still in 10th, which I suppose isn't too bad. But by this stage last season, I think we'd hit the 40-point mark, and we were essentially safe. At the moment, I can't even guarantee that, but you would like to think that we're not going to get relegated, and it's all about trying to push up into these European positions. At the start of the season, I was thinking, Champions League, here we come. We're just not good enough, especially not at the back. We're just not good enough at the back. As Phillips plays it to Godfrey, I could just do with the early goal here. As Jordan Lukaku runs through, Jordan Lukaku hits it. It's a decent save by Onana, and then that's not great from Patrick Roberts. He literally just runs the rebound out of play, which is idiotic. It's been a very fast start there, so we've had 7 shots, 4 of them on target, and Spurs have yet to actually even register one on target yet. Our win against Liverpool is made even more impressive by the fact that they're top of the table at the moment. This doesn't look promising, as the Celso whips it in. We do head it clear. Quissance, who managed to get himself sent off in our game against Newcastle, so we did really well to get a 1-1 there, to be fair. We dominated that game as well. Xerxes in on goal. Xerxes, It's just the finishing. It's close though. We've made a very good start to the game so far. We're definitely like the only team capable of scoring at the moment. I'm conscious of the fact that we haven't yet. Well, it's been all Leeds so far, but still no goal yet to show after half an hour's worth of play. And this sums it up really. We dominate a lot of games, but we don't really capitalise when we're on top, and then we always have one really bad defensive mistake in us. And once the teams get onto that, that's where we really, really struggle. But so far, it's been pretty impressive. I'm expecting more from Durame. Ever since he won that award, it seems to have gone to his head a bit because he's just not been good enough. And this is worrying here as Jack Clark gets the ball wide. He's got a bit of time to pick out a cross here. He does. He whips into the back post. There's Dale. Oh, I was going to say Dale. I realised that they call him Deli in this. That was Deli Alley. 0-0 at the break. That was Spurs' first attempt on goal. It's just not enough. So I'm happy your performance. Keep it up. Darame's the one. Jamie Shackleton's not a good game. I'm going to bring on a bit of experience here. I'm going to bring on James Milner. And I'm going to sit him in the deep line playmaker role and let Calvin Phillips go box to box. I need his creativity and his legs getting from back to front. Let Jim do the defending. Let's get Calvin a bit closer to the box. As Chris Lance whips it in. Back post Xerxes heads it over the bar. It's a terrible finish. And Joshua Xerxes, who's been in very good form recently, with 6 goals and 1 assist in his last 5 games, he's not playing like it today. It feels like deja vu. They've had the majority of the ball. We've had less, but we've done more with it. We still haven't scored, and then they get one chance and they score as Elton Alvarez hits it past Grafe. It's a piss poor piece of keeping. Can't blame the defence when the strikers aren't finishing. I cannot blame them. I'm pissed off by the fact that he's literally been able to run the entire length of the pitch to get that goal, and it's completely undeserved. It's the second shot on target. We're going to move Durame out front, take Xerxes off. He's not having a good day. We're going to bring on Tallers Magno instead. Chris Lance has played okay, so I'm going to keep him on for the time being. But there's something wrong with this Leeds team. There's something missing. If this goes in, I'm just so annoyed. Lascelles over a free kick, hits it straight into the wall. Dele Alli falls to literally pinball, and Harry Kane gets his 11th goal of the season. We're 2-0 down, and honestly, at this rate, I could get sacked. It's no overreaction to say I could well be sacked, and I've assembled a brilliant team here, but they're just so inconsistent. There are players in here that are good enough to get into top 4 teams, but at the moment we're just playing like we have no confidence whatsoever, and it's infuriating. Spurs are not as good as we are. Of that I'm 100% sure. They are nowhere near, in my mind, as good as we are, and it's just so annoying as Taz Magna goes in on goal and he manages to miss it. I thought he'd score because the substitution thing came up. Absolute joke. That game went by in an absolute flash. It's 2-0 to Spurs. I'll just say unlucky, but we're not. This is the same problem I've had all year, which is that we're very good for the first 60 minutes of the game. We don't score enough. We don't put our chances away, and it's just infuriating. I'm getting really... I never thought I'd say it, but I'm getting a little bit worried that I could get sacked in this lead save. And considering the high times that we've had and how well we've played, it'd be sickening. It'd be sickening to end it like this. I'm absolutely livid right now. I cannot tell you how annoyed I am. It's because I've played a lot of games in a row with this lead team, and it's the same story. It's just the same thing over and over again, as I'm going to sell Jordan Lukaku. And brilliant, because it's on the same day, I can't get Soyuncu in. Oh, here we go. Unhappy players. Several players feel the squad is lacking depth. Yes, it probably is. Just said to him, I'm going to delve into the transfer market, don't worry. Honestly. I love how they can get annoyed about that, but not annoyed about the performances they're putting on the pitch at the moment. I've still got really good managerial support, and the players are behind me. I'm just getting annoyed at them. Not the other way around. I'm getting annoyed at them, because I know how good they can be. To be fair, Tottenham have just beaten Liverpool, which makes me feel slightly better. And we're up against Burnley away at Turf Moor. It hurts selling Jordan Lukaku. He's been such a massive part of the team for so long. But I have to say, it's hard for me to justify £25 million. I bought him for £2.8 million, and I've sold him on for £25 million. It's a brilliant one. I have got a guy in mind to come in, but he won't be in for this game, which is a bit annoying. Looking at their team, they got Kafnaki. I think that's how you say it up front. He's got 3 goals this year, so watch him hit a hat-trick. Dwight McNeil's a player we're all aware of. Markovic is a player we're all aware of. They've got a good player here in Dominic, who I do like in the midfield, and if I could sign him, I probably would, but he's worth £42 million, and I don't have that kind of money at the moment. There's only so much a manager can do before the players have to start taking some responsibility for everything. And it's not like the tactics don't work. We dominate enough games. We create enough chances in every single game to win it. There's only so much I can do. I can put them out there and tell them what to do, and I can try and make us a bit more solid at the back. I can't make the players learn how to finish. I can't do that. And I think that's what's annoying me, is it looks like I'm the one that's kind of like suffering for it. As Durrami scores! Durrami! Durrami! That is why he is the world's best young player. Get in, Durrami. Get in. God, we needed this. Brilliant play by Jamie Shackleton, who gets tripped here. I thought he was getting a foul for the penalty, but no. Durrami at the back post heads it in. For a small man, he's got one hell of a leap on him. Get in. We're 1-0 up. Yes! No! Highlight to Burnley. That's a great ball out to Markovic there. And Leif Davis has been turned in by Markovic. Markovic hits a great save by Gray. Well played, mate. Well done. Not great from Leif Davis, though, and I can't wait till we get my bloody other full back in, because I need that left back so much. Great take by Grave. Come on, mate. Clamp hands. We love it. In all fairness, we're literally only 3 points off of the European places, so it's not like we're miles away from it, as Burnley begin to create a few more chances. I'm going to go off attacking. Let's go a bit more positive, and let's just try and get a hold on this game. Get a grasp of it. If we get a second, I'll feel absolutely fine. It's just whenever there's one, I feel a bit worried as Calvin Phillips gives the ball away. Andre Horta's on the ball. This is a goal, isn't it? Horta, back to Markovic. He's hit it wide. We're lucky that it's Lazar Markovic on that right-hand side, because I swear to God, they should be maybe ahead right now. Again, you see it there. 10 shots, not bad. 3 on target, not good enough. You know, we create openings, we create chances. We just don't hit the target enough. And Kalnaki whips it in. And how are the centre-backs there not stopping him? How are the centre-backs there not stopping? Markovic is giving Leif Davis the absolute runaround at the moment. Durrami on the ball. Come on, mate. Be my hero. Durrami. Oh, what a save. Durrami's next level. He's so good. Phillips on the ball now. Decent chip forward. Durrami's the man. He's the one that we're going to have to rely on today. Durrami goes through. Tease it. Xerxes. Get in. That's what I want. Durrami! Setting him up. Everything comes through Mohamed Durrami. Without him, we're nothing. Nothing's a bit harsh, but we're definitely weaker without him. I mean, he's rolled his man there. Left foot, tease it in. Xerxes, it's a decent finish. Keeper sort of positioning you probably question there, because that went straight in the middle of the goal, and he wasn't there to take it. So make of that what you will. You can see here, we score 37 goals in 20 games. We score a lot of goals. The problem is just the amount that we bloody concede. That's the issue. But I'm going to pass you some happy with your performance so far. Keep up. Patrick Roberts, again, not playing particularly well. And I'm a little bit annoyed with Calvin Phillips. So I'm going to tell him, come on, mate, get it together. Super Mario is still here, by the way. There is interest in him. I am tempted to sell him. But at the same time, it's Super Mario, and I have that connection with him now. Right, only half an hour to go. I'm going to take Calvin Phillips off. He's just not having a good day. James Milner's going to come and take the captain's armband. I'm also going to take Patrick Roberts off and bring on Talas Magno on that right-hand side. A place that he can play quite well, to be fair. And he's beginning to develop into the team now as Magno. I've taken a little bit of the pressure off of him. Started bringing him on from the bench. And to be fair, he is affecting games a lot more when he comes on. I'm trying to get him used to the team and the way that we play here in England. We've only got a couple of minutes left. I've taken off Durrami and brought on Eze. This would be a massive result. It'd be the first time we've won away from home in absolutely ages. The clock is ticking down. There's less than a minute. Have we secured a win away at Turf Moor? Yes! Yes, we have. Get in. Xerxes and Durrami doing the damage. Going forward, when we're on fire, we're good. Like, we're very good. It's at the back where we concede stupid goals that I get annoyed at. We always score. We don't score enough, but we always score. That was much more like it. I'm very happy. And we'll go to the January transfer deadline day so you guys can see the signings that we bring in. Hopefully we're going to get in Soyuncu and we'll get in my brand new left back. We should hopefully have enough money for both. I mean, that's the plan anyway. Yes! Here we go. Right, so Kaglar Soyuncu accepted. He will be a Leeds player, as will Matthias Viñar, or Viñar. Yeah, he doesn't look as good as Lukaku physically, but I think technically and mentally he is a little bit better. 25 years old, can still get better. Best thing about it is I'm getting him in for £8 million. He is a decent Premier League player, no different from Lukaku. Relishes big matches, very consistent performer. And he still has a little bit of potential left to grow as well. I think he is going to be a very decent signing. To get him in for 8 million, sell Lukaku for 25 million, 70 million pound profit. You kidding me? I could afford the deal. He's not here. How can I not afford the deal? That's an absolute joke. I can afford this deal. Oh no, no, no. This is a nightmare. This has gone terribly. No. I've got Soyuncu. I have to get this in now. I have to do this right now. I calculated it specifically so I could get him in. That is an absolute joke. If I don't get him in, I'm going to be fuming. I'm going to be absolutely fuming if I don't get Vina in, because then I'm stuck with Leif Davis for the rest of the bloody... Oh no. I had £8 million. His signing on fee when I originally got him was £1.5 million, and his wage was 60k. In what world can I not afford that? Look at it. I'm not happy. Not happy. So we're stuck then with Leif Davis and James Milner as our left backs for the rest of the year. Oh, this sums up the way that the save's gone for the last few months. I'm happy that I got Soyuncu in. If I was going to get one of them in, I'm glad it was Soyuncu, but I feel sick. At least we got Soyuncu in, and he'll definitely help provide a lot of cover, and he's obviously going to be our number one centre-back, probably alongside Ben Godfrey for the time being, but that's hurt, actually. That's hurt me quite a lot. I needed that. I needed that transfer. I needed that. Not the ideal window at all. Not the ideal form. Not the ideal upcoming fixture list. Either Chelsea away and then Arsenal at home, Tottenham away. Maybe we might get 3 points at the next 12 games if I'm lucky. What we'll do is we'll come back for the Europa League second knockout round and whatever comes of that, because at least in the Europa League our form is excellent. So we'll definitely come back for that. And we don't know who it is yet, because the draw is somewhere along here, so I might use that as the intro for the next episode. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you let me know where I went wrong in the transfer window, that'd be absolutely brilliant, please, because I can't for the life of me figure out where it went wrong. And while you're down there in the comment section, please do drop a like on the video, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you for the next episode of my FM20 Leeds save, or any of the other saves I've got going on in the channel. Stay cool. Just bollocks.